Welcome back to my channel. How your users can be tracked by clicking on any link on the third-party website is how you can be tracked and hacked by clicking links on your own website, how the messaging between two different tabs in browser works, and how you can protect it. Today you are going to know about all of this stuff. But first of all, please subscribe and click like. Thank you. Let's start. Every window has property opener. This is the reference to the window that is open your window. You know probably that there is an API, special API, window.opener, where you can open a new tab in your browser or just a separate pop-up window, anything, yeah. And this will return you a link to that window. And if you want to have a reference from your just opened window to the one that the opener, your opener, then you should use this opener property. It's very limited. You cannot steal anything because, especially cross-origin, you cannot steal, you cannot access even the local storage, anything, yeah, because technically, if you can, like, if someone clicks on the link, opens the pop-up, and the pop-up that opened can get any information, like get DOM elements, for example, or get something from DOM, some very specific information. That's why browsers say, no, we are not allow you to get information about anything that may contain some private data. But you can post messages. Why it's done? It's the safe way how two windows should communicate. Let's imagine you have some particular logic when you, on your first website, user clicks on some button and you open a new tab and you want that these two tabs exchange some data. I know, probably private data, probably some information, and they can do this by posting a message to each other. The post message is quite simple. If you're not familiar, it's just a method where you send your message. Yeah, it can be string, object, buffer array, anything. Yeah, and the second parameter, you should say where you allow, what origin you allow to get this message. Here, as you say, as you can see, I with a star. Because I say like asterisk, because any domain, I don't care where to send, just any domain. This is protection if you send some data and you want to send, for example, for the specific domain, yeah, and this opener, you don't know what the opener is, you cannot even check its URL, yeah, and that's why this check was done by browser, or will be done by browser. And if you say, for example, you want to send only to google.com, for example, yeah, browser will check the opener location, origin, and the origin that you set here, and if they not match, the message won't be sent. Cool. But I say, I don't care to anybody. And this part of code technically tells that when this particular window will be opened as a pop-up or as a separate tab, it tries to reach the opener, because the opener may not exist. You can just take a URL, insert, paste it in your address bar and open this page. Yeah, there is no opener. You are the opener of this, and that's why opener will be null. Yeah, but if someone clicks on some tab opens it, we have the reference to this tab, and we can send a very nice message. Hello from and the current location. Great. From the other side, you can receive all those messages. To receive all the messages, you should subscribe to the message event, yeah, on the window. Your window, every window in the browser has this message event. You can subscribe to it, and you will receive all the messages. Messages may come from the iframes, as you can see, from separate windows that you just opened, from web workers, from everywhere. Like, there are tons of sources of messages, but all of them will be handled by this particular handler. Yeah. Here you may see that it's a bit dangerous because I just take an event, yeah, and get a data from it and put it in the DOM. It does, in some element, you'll see this. Yeah, and put this data into element. It cannot be, this is not the dangerous place in terms of XSS because I use text content, but still it's kind of dangerous because any window, anything, like even iframe or something, like can send messages here. For example, if your website, this particular website, is opened inside a frame by third-party site, and this third-party site have the reference to your window and start sending messages, this handler will be called. Yeah. And that's why the best way to handle the messages is to check e.origin. E.origin is the origin of the where this message came from. For example, this message may come from iframe, from evil.com website. And here the browser will set the origin of this message is https evil.com. Yeah. And great, you can filter all invalid domains, origins, and keep only the messages from the origins that you trust. Great. This is quite simple. Yeah, we understood that. Cool. And one more thing, I added one button that will technically create this new tab. This button, as you can see, opens cross-origin domain. Yeah, just as a pop-up. It will be just separate window. Great. Also, when you open this window, you have a reference to the window that you just opened. For example, to close it if you want, or something, some other logic. And this pop-up as well can be used to send a message to the just opened window. And we will send something, hello from opener location. I put here a timeout because the window that we just opened needs the time to load, to request all the scripts from the server and everything. And like, for example, add a handler, this handler to listen to your messages. I put 1 second, it doesn't matter, it's just an example. Okay, that's quite simple. If we take a look at the HTML, it's also simple. As you can see, button that when we click, we will show this pop-up, and the div where we can put all the content. Awesome. Let's have a look. Right now, I use refer endpoint. It has 2 headers. This one can be ignored. This one, the one that I want to talk today, and this one is, as you can see, I put in unsafe mode. It means like it's a default behavior. Actually, it doesn't matter whether this header exists or not, the behavior will be the same. This is default browser behavior. And let's see what we have. Let's open refer, refresh the page. If I click, I open, as you can see, my localhost, yeah, endpoint created the window to the same, but it's cross-origin. Technically, this is your website, yeah, and this is some evil website, or vice versa. This is some evil website, evil.com, that when user clicks somewhere, I just want an iPhone, for example, a button, you will open your website in the window. And as you can see, both of them can send messages to each other. Yeah, for example, as you can see, this one got the message from the cross origin, the one that we have here, and this one received a message from our local host. Yeah, I can make it bigger. And this is the problem. This is the security issue that may be connected with this. The problem is that even if you don't have particular access from this window to this content local storage or anything like cookie or just DOM, and vice versa, this this window doesn't have access to this window, it's still very dangerous because of, for example, Spectre attack. If you want more, just read in the description, or if you want more, just write in the comment. I will tell you what the Spectre is. But this type of attack, technically, if you have at least some kind of access, you can get the content from that process. It's about 2 parallel processes. Okay, and the second is the evil website can send these post messages. And if your website has this message handler, it will receive all those messages and somehow handle, which might be dangerous at some point if you, for example, not filtering the origins or just by mistake use a payload in some very specific areas that may cause some damage from the third-party websites. And to prevent this, this new header was invented. It's called cross-origin opener policy, yeah, and it can be can have 3 options. First of all, unsafe none. It means it's the default behavior. All pop-ups are available, and when the pop-up is opened, the opener will store the access, store the reference to the window that just opened it, and the browser, the window that opened that window also will have the reference to that window, and we can send messages to each other. But if you want to stop this behavior and not allow 2 windows to communicate between each other, it's the best thing is to use this same origin. Same origin technically will allow you to have this reference only to the same origins. It means if I open a pop-up from mywebsite.com to mywebsite.com, then you can post messages between those 2 windows. But in cross-origin, you cannot when someone from evil.com opens your website.com. And the third is quite cool because it tells that I will allow my website open third-party pop-ups and communicate between them, send the messages between them. But I'm not allow my website to be opened in the window, in the separate window, and give a reference to that just open where I was opened from. Let's see an example. First of all, let's see when we don't allow any pop-up windows to store the reference to the opener and vice versa. Let's see. As you can see, there is no messages, nothing can be sent through, and just let's see what we have. And we have here the opener is null. Yeah, that's why I have here. The opener is null, even if we are open this refer window where we don't have this cross-origin opener policy. But this window is main one, has it, and that's why I'm not allowed. The opener will be null, and this window, even it has this pop-up object, it cannot send the message. Let's see what we have here in COOP pop-up. Let's open it. Okay, we don't see any messages because COOP pop-up, as I said, it not allows you, the website that we open to be opened in the window. yeah, here. But if we change this one, let's change this pop-up, this one to refer. It means like refer, yeah, the window that doesn't have this policy, we allow to open this. Let's refresh. As you can see, refer, yeah, we allow, because this is more loose protection, because you allow this website, your website, to open third-party websites. And the final thing that you may say is we can use this noopener tag, yeah, that will behave technically the same as this header. As you can see, it works the same. It not pass the refer to the window that is opened. But the difference is big, because your web page still can be opened inside the window, inside like from the third-party evil websites, and from there they have the ability to post a message to you. And that's why noopener will not solve all the security problems. It will solve only one when your website opens some third-party site that you don't trust, but not vice versa. And that's why you have to use this header. Okay, thank you for watching. See you on GitHub. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. If you don't know something, write in the comment. If you want to know something more, write in the comment. If you want video about some specific team, write it. I will show it. And see you on GitHub. Yeah, this is going to be a success. 100% success. Fame, money, girls, everything. Yeah.